I know everybody right now tends to work out from their house. There's a lot of exercises that you can do, especially some strengthening exercises that are going to be helpful for your back, helpful for your spine, help build strength, build endurance. There's probably a good dozen or 2 dozen reasons why people want to exercise, but they're really easy to do. What we'll do is we'll show you how to use a TheraBand. There's a whole workout routine that you can do with it. All you need is a door and a little bit of space on the floor. What you do is you take the band, you're going to put it around the doorknob, and then come in and we'll show you how to use this. So once you put the TheraBand around the doorknob, you close the door. Once the door is closed, you essentially have a pulley, and you can use one part of the band, 2 parts of the band if you want to make it stronger, or you can even double the bands to make it as strong as you want. There's no limit to how much force you can generate with the TheraBands. One of the best exercises that you can do now for the neck area and for your upper back area is between your shoulder blades, and it's called a row. And when you do a row, what you do is you stand facing the doorknob, palm facing down, and what you're going to do is you're just going to pull it backwards, and that hits the muscle between your shoulder blades. So you start with your palm down, and then as you pull the palm back, you rotate it so your thumb is pointing up, and that's a row. And you try to do as many of them as you can, up to about 30, and that will start to strengthen between your shoulder blades, and it'll help take a lot of the tension off your neck and help counteract some of the effects of what you do all day when you're sitting. Now, if you find the strength of that is too light, what we can actually do is take the band, double it over, and then put it around the doorknob. And by doing that, and then repeating the exercise, you're basically doubling the resistance. So you can make these TheraBands as hard as you want. There's a lot of variability, and you can really modify things to get the best workout for yourself. Now when you're doing this, try to keep your head looking straight ahead so you have good posture. It's really important to remember that if you have good posture, your mechanics, your movement patterns are going to be better. If your posture is poor, you're going to be putting more strain and stress on your body, and that leads to injuries and problems down the road.
So how many of these should you do?
You should be doing as many as comfortable, up to 3 sets of 30. If you find that it's difficult to do and you do 5 of them, start with 5, build your way up. You have to remember, with all exercises, you want to start where you are. You don't want to force yourself to do things beyond your capability. Everything should feel comfortable. So keep in mind, if you're starting an exercise routine and you haven't been walking around the block, just walking around the block is a good thing. If you're already walking around the block, maybe at a little more distance. You have to start off where you are and build up gradually. There is no such thing as a perfect routine. Whether you're starting off to train or you're a professional athlete, there's always going to be things that you can work on and things that you can improve, and you just have to work it based upon your capabilities.